Well. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, your co-host. J-Rex. And today's scary video we're gonna be reacting to is a animation. And this one's called The Man at the End of the Street. So yeah, we're gonna see what this one's about, you know. Hopefully this is the spooky. But you never know. Before we start, make sure you always like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on bell notifications. And tell me what I should react to next for my next video. But yeah. Let's get right into this video. Are y'all ready? Oh yeah, thank you for subscribing for the new subscribers. On the way to 100 by the end of the year. I feel like we at 89, bro. But anyways, let's get right into this video. Y'all ready? Cause I'm ready. Let's go. See what they have for us today. See what they got cooked up for us today. The Man at the End of the Street. Okay. What you got for us?
This story is a true story from my childhood. This is not particularly horrifying, but it was still rather disturbing when it happened. Not to mention the mere speculations I now have as an adult make it sound like it could have been even worse than I remember as a kid.
Okay.
Here's the story. Halloween has always been my favorite holiday, ever since I was 3 years old. I love dressing up in costumes, getting candy, carving pumpkins, looking at all the fun decorations. And as I got older, I enjoyed the supernatural aspects of it. However, there was one certain occasion that happened to me every Halloween for the first 4 to 5 years after I turned 3 years old that was an unwelcoming sight. At least I don't remember the exact number of times because it happened so long ago in my childhood, but it's an incident that I will never forget. Now, mind you, what happened every year was nothing violent or anything like that, but it was creepy for me to witness at such a young age.
Okay.
Especially when it made my parents uneasy as well. Every Halloween since I was 3, my parents, siblings, and the next door neighbors would start our trick-or-treating on my street. It's important to note that my street has 4 circles, like cul-de-sacs, but only one exit. After hitting each house around these cul-de-sacs, we would head to the very end of the street, to go to the next street and a series of houses over. But as soon as we would reach the end of the street, an old rusty crappy looking car would be blocking it. If you've ever seen Spike's car from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that was pretty much this car.
Okay.
My parents would tell us to wait, as it seemed the person inside was driving. What made the situation creepy wasn't the fact that the man was driving slowly. No, what made it creepy was that when I looked at the driver, I got automatic bad vibes from him. Like in the back of my child's brain, a human instinct was telling me to stay away. The man always wore this very gross-looking alien-like mask. I can't remember the exact details. All I remember was the yellow, tainted skin and his gross brown hair. I always hated the way he stared at us. He would slowly move his head to look at every single one of us. And as he drove on, his head would slowly move back to keep staring at us. Yeah, I know, this is not the scariest or worst thing to happen. He could have been trying to scare everyone as a Halloween prank. But the thing I hated was that every single year, he was always there at the same time. At the end of my street.
To scare the people at the same time. Like if it worked one year, why don't you do it again? No, I'm just saying.
Eyeing my siblings and me down. My parents hated it too. They didn't like a grown man eyeing us kids and the fact that he was always there each time every year. There was only 1 year he didn't show up, but the next year after that, when we talked about how strange it was and how we were glad we hadn't seen him the previous year, all of us got uncomfortable when we saw him there again. Still driving the same crappy car, still wearing the same mask, still eyeing down myself and my siblings. My parents were angry and wanted to tell the police. True, a crime was not being committed, but the way he had stared at kids is what set them on edge. Then, the next year, nothing. And the year after that, there was nothing. He stopped suddenly. I have no clue what happened. I don't know if he moved, got tired of the joke, if police had told him not to drive through the crowds or whatever. I only know that every year when I went trick-or-treating, I always dreaded to see if he would be there at the end of the street. Even when I was finally old enough to go out with my friends and I would tell them the story. Walking down to the end of my street, I hoped he wouldn't be there. He never was. Now this is just mere speculation, but I hope the reason why he stopped showing up wasn't that he had been caught doing something unspeakable to a child, knowing that a man that I believed to be dangerous turned out to be truly.
Or could have died though. 'Cause what? How old was he? How old was he? That's one thing to ask. How old was he? Because he could have died the next year. I'm just saying.
Dangerous. What convinces me that something could have happened, but hopefully did not? A cop car was always parked at the end of the street, or a little further down every year, since he stopped showing up.
Or he could have got arrested because so many complaints. But I don't know, man. That one wasn't even good at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was good, but I'm gonna give that a low one. I'm gonna give that one a spook. There's spook, there's spooky, there's spooky booky, and then there's spooky boogie woogie woogie. The spooky boogie woogie woogie is the scariest. Like, bro, I'm not even gonna go to sleep that night. But I'm gonna give this one a spook. But anyways, tell me what y'all think down below in the comment section below. Again, thank you for subscribing, all of y'all who be subscribing. And yeah. Stay tuned for whenever I do the next one. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Boom. Peace.